Aisha Huang is a Chinese woman standing trial for engaging in mining activities without a license. In 2018, the government announced that she had been deported but has since resurfaced in the country, with many questioning if indeed she was deported. President Akufo-Addo, recently on a tour in the Volta region, said he was unsure if Aisha was deported. This news of Aisha Huang comes at a time when Ghana is faced with dire consequences of galamsey activities. Cocoa farms are being destroyed, and the Ghana Water Company has recently threatened to shut down operations in areas where galamsey thrives because of the increasing cost of treating water. President of the Institute of Security, Disaster and Emergency Studies, Dr. Ishmael Norman, tells Citi News that the influx of Chinese miners at a time when China has entered the cocoa trade cannot be taken for granted.
I like to take the position that Aisha Huang is bigger than we are actually seeing. And it will one day come out that Aisha Huang was actually an operative working both for the Chinese government and herself. But for China, all these thousands of years that China has been around, for all of a sudden, because of its association with Africa, with Ghana and cocoa producing countries, China is now becoming a big player in the cocoa business. Tells you that they have an agenda. China has always had an agenda when it comes to Africa. They know our leaders are weak. They know our leaders cannot stand let go a nice-looking Chinese woman. They will take the bait. They will go for the sex. They'll go for the money and the trips to China, even if they don't even understand the language. So I do believe that there must be subterfuge on the part of the Chinese government and support for Aisha Huang, what she's doing. Because the more we destroy our cocoa farms, 98 hectares, I mean, that's a huge amount of space that cocoa farms that have been destroyed. And China will use this information to increase its cocoa producing by 19 hectares.
Former President John Mahama recently accused members of the ruling government of their involvement in galamsey, but former Secretary of the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, Charles Bisu, says the approach to tackling the menace needs to be devoid of political bias.
I've said that this industry is just like the drug cartel, where it doesn't have political colors. The only thing that brings them together is the money. So I've had instances where a polling station officer from within my party came begging for an NDC person's excavator to be released. So this polling station person knows that his government is fighting for galamsey to be solved. And this is an NDC person indulging in galamsey. And his government goes to arrest the person and confiscate the excavator. And the MPP man is begging. So where's President Mahama? I mean, I don't want us to actually limit, go down. Let's use the nationalistic approach. And at this point, I would have wished that he would come out and say that I came up with a committee, it had failed. It failed. President Akufo-Addo came up with one. It is doing well. But maybe there's 1, 2, 3 that I can add to it. Because the very people, if you're saying that I would do certain things when I come to power, already you've been given that opportunity. And it's not like PASCO, an examination PASCO, where when you get out of the examination hall, the questions become so easy for you. He's had the opportunity. So I don't want us to go down that lane. I am talking about transparency, compliance, and sustaining the monitoring that we're doing. If we use these 3 operative words and sustain what we're doing, and the thing is not going well, then we all sit down and review it.